Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Wednesday, where every Wednesday I post a new video. In today's video, I am going to be making the matching footstool for my Pincushion armchair that has the removable seat. I did one. Here's another one that I did with the removable seat. And for that one, I made the matching footstool. So I didn't do a video on the footstool. That's what we're doing today. I was asked to do a video on how I made the matching footstool. So I decided to go ahead and do the footstool for this one here. So basically what you're going to need is some black felt, or whichever color you want to go with. You're going to need some type of fabric. I'm going with the same fabric that I use for the armchair. And you're going to need a couple pieces of scrap wood. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started. You're going to need hot glue and glue sticks and scissors. So basically what I did to make the footstool, I just went ahead and glued my wood together. So we're going to go ahead and put our ends on first. And I'm working on a glass surface, so if your glue sticks to it, it's going to peel right off. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. So basically all we're doing now is just assembling the stool. And now we're just going to go ahead and put our sides on. So all I'm doing now is just building and I'm just going to hold this here for a little bit, and then this is going to go on the top, but we're not going to glue that in place yet. So as you can see, we have the bottom closed and we have everything glued here. And what I do is when I'm working with hot glue, I go ahead and use my 527 multiple purpose glue, or you can use E6000. In my preference, just my opinion, I like to use this over E6000. For one, it doesn't smell as bad as E6000 and it dries quicker. So I'm just adding some hot glue to the sides. Not hot glue, excuse me. My 527 all-purpose glue. And I'm just going to add a little bit right here because I see that it came undone. So we're just going to stick this on. I'm going to hold it for a little bit. Give this time to dry. Okay, so now that we have this, you should have one flat box. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our felt, and I'm going to grab some that's already cut. So I have my felt here, and we're just going to cover the inside of the box. So I'm basically just cutting it, and as you can see, I did this inside black, so I want the footstool to be black on the inside also. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut strips. And then I'm just going to cut up this way. And I need to cut a little bit more off. And I'm just gonna stretch this out a little bit. That's the good thing about felt. It stretches. So if you cut it a little too short, you just give a little tug, and it'll stretch, so you can cover your whole surface of whatever it is you're working on. So now we have that, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna grab some glue, stick some glue down up in there, and we're just gonna tuck this in like this. And we're just going to go ahead and do that all the way around the whole box. And if you hear the leaf blower, it's my husband. He's outside blowing leaves. It's a really nice day here in Louisiana, and it's not too cold, and he's bored. So he decided to go outside and play with the leaf blower, because that's what he likes to do. And yeah, I still don't feel all that great. Like, I cannot get rid of this sore throat. And I do need to make a doctor's appointment to go get it checked out. But, you know, I be avoiding the doctors like the plague, because I don't like needles, and it's like, it seems like it never fails. You go to the hospital for something, first thing they want to do is do some blood work. Like, really. Vampires undercover. No, not really, but yeah. This is coming from somebody that does not like needles. Like, I don't like needles, like, at all. Y'all want to hear a funny story about needles? Yeah, so so one time I had to go get some blood work. Well, at the time I didn't know that I was gonna have to get the blood work done, and I just went for a random test because I wasn't feeling that great. And the doctor comes in and sees me, and he's like, well, I'm gonna have my nurse come in and draw some blood. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So the doctor leaves the room, right? And he comes, when he leaves the room, I grab my stuff and I go ahead and leave the hospital. I didn't just leave the room, I left the whole building. Like, they just put it this way, they didn't draw blood that day. Because I don't like needles, like, at all. If you talk about giving me a poke, I'll go MIA. I'm trying to get over my fear of needles, but yeah, I've been saying that for a few years and it has not happened. So at this point, I don't see me getting rid of it, getting over my fear. But it's nice to think that one day I will. Because if y'all know me like I know me, y'all will know. Y'all know I am not the one. So yeah, we got that. And so yeah, so this part right here, it can be a little bit time consuming, but yeah, because basically we're just covering the inside of the box. And I'm just going to give this a little tug, and we're going to go ahead, put some glue here. But yeah, that's my story about being terrified of needles. One day, hopefully, I'll get over that. Which I do really need to, because I am supposed to be setting up making an appointment for my carpal tunnel surgery. I have to have surgery on both hands. And I keep putting it off because, you know, I just don't want to do it. So this is what it looks like once you got the inside all covered. And I'm just gonna pull this off. The that little bit off. Alright. So now we're going to take our fabric and we're just going to go ahead and cover the sides of the box. So I'm just going to cut a little bit of just a strip. And now that we're to the end, I'm just going to turn it over and we're just going to cut this way. And now I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to lay this way, and we're just going to wrap this around the whole box. So we're just going to start here. And we're just going to go here. And I'm just trying to make sure I got everything lined up all nice. Put a little bit of pressure on it, and we're just going to go around to the sides and do everything. So put a little bit. And I'm just going to continue to wrap around. And I'm going to put a little bit here. And I'm going to overlap it just a little bit. So we're just going to come over here. Grab another glue stick. Load our gun. And we're just going to continue to wrap. And we're just going to overlap it a little bit here. And I'm just going to go ahead and go. I'm going to cut this off and try to get this straight. There we go. And so I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and go ahead and put some across here like this, and we're just going to bring this about right there. I'm just tucking that under a little bit. And I'm just going to nip away these little ends. And this is what we have so far. Now we just got to work on the bottom. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down through here. Going to take that. And I'm just going to fold it over. So we're just going to put it, we're just basically folding it like a package. And then I'm going to put some here. And I'm just going to tuck it. And this is what we have. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our other piece, which is going to go on the top. We're going to grab some of that fabric in the scissors, and I am just going to go ahead and cut off some of it right here. And I am super sorry if y'all hear that leaf blower. So now we're going to grab some of the, and I am using polyfill. And I'm just going to lay this on top. I'm going to pull a little out. And I'm just going to put this on top. put this on top just like this. I'm gonna push this up. And I am just going to grab some of that hot glue and put a little bit here. Watch your fingers that you don't get burnt. And we're just going to pull over and tuck. And we're going to go ahead and go all the way around. Or you can just do it this way. And this is where I'm just filling to make sure how much fluff I got. So I'm just going to grab a little more, stick that here, and I'm going to tuck that under, and I'm just going to grab some hot glue, pull in tight to make sure we got everything secured. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to tuck our ends. I'm just taking my finger and pushing in any extra glue, felt or polyfill. So we're going to put a little bit of hot glue. So that's basically what I'm doing, is just adding hot glue to seal in my ends. And we're just going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm just going to hold this here for a minute. And now I'm just going to use some hot glue and stick everything down. And then we're going to put a little bit of hot glue here. Grab a glue stick. So I'm just going to hold my finger here. Now I am going to take some more of that fabric, and I'm just going to cut a little square. I'm going to hold this down here, and I'm just going to glue this right on top. So I'm just going to take some hot glue and we're just going to stick this right on top. Give it a little bit of a push. And now I'm just going to go around the edges with the hot glue. And we're almost done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just trim a little bit of that off. And now I'm just going to seal those loose ends up. Get some of my area cleaned off. I swear I got like little bits of hot glue stuck to my fingers and everything wants to stick to me. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue right there, and we cleaned up the bottom of it. So now you just go ahead, set that on top of there, just like this. And I'm going to grab my pins, clean off my area a little bit. So we have our pins, and I'm just going to take the stuff out of there, put it in here, set this on there, and stick your little pins into place. And this is what we have. So we have our little set here, and here's the chair that we made, and I already did a video on the armchair. So, and I just posted that Monday, so that would be following this video. So yeah, that video is already up and posted. So I am basically just demonstrating how it works. So just sticking little pins in, and there we have it. And here's the other one. So yeah, that is it. If you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Please feel free to share this video with your family and friends. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos, and I hope you all have a very nice day and Happy New Year's. Bye.